What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another Prep Insider.
When Casey
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Are we ready?
Surprise.
wait.
Can we be filming and can we all
We're
just...
already going.
Right now?
Yes.
I was like,
Wait.
I was gonna practice.
Wait, is this live?
To the chapel.
Gonna get married.
I'm super down.
Maybe a little weird.
I'll do this now.
That's an option. Focus, my fault.
I'll get the beat going. Yeah.
About them.
As you may have seen, Bishopsfield Hockey is here. That's Coach Carr. That's probably the best intro we've ever done. Don't think that will ever be topped in show history. I appreciate it. We're going to reuse that one forever as the best show intro. Let's go down the line real quick. Introduce yourselves, name, grade, and position, please.
I'm Kate Peterson. I am a junior, and I play right back.
I'm Maddie Keck. I'm a senior, and I play right forward.
I'm Yossi Henderson. I'm a senior, and I play right mid.
I'm Bella Meyer. I'm a senior, and I play left back and left mid.
I'm Erica Pfister. I'm a junior, and I play center mid.
I'm Jackie Cosio. I'm a senior, and I play center defense. I'm Maggie Johnson. I'm a senior, and I play goalie.
All right. We got a goalie in here. Does anybody just make up positions in field? Like a lot of football players are now come on here and they're like, oh, I'm an athlete, or like I'm a something slash something. Does anybody just make up their own position ever in field hockey? Is that a thing? Just like I'm the utility player. I'm just something like that.
I would like to believe that I'm a utility player. I mean, I'll really just go in wherever she needs me.
You
But,
were
like,
saying you might not even know the situation of like all the rules
Yeah, I
necessarily.
didn't even know previously to this day that there's 11 people on the field at once. So.
I love you, Matt.
So does that
I'm
make her
still
like
learning.
the red card enforcer? You're just sending her out there to not really know what she's doing, just
Yeah, that's kind
checking
of
girls.
Haven't
Haven't been
been carded yet, so.
carded yet.
No, Sean, we're working on, like, between the 25 and the goal line. Football's out there practicing. So sometimes it's a surprise when you get out into that field. Yeah.
The secret play that's going to win you the CIF championship in the end. Thank you guys so much for being in here. We are a little over halfway. We're closing in on like league. League is the only thing left, game wise. A couple of non-league games here and there, but mostly we're down to the rivalry and 2 weeks. This is an entirely audio. This is a 99% audio medium. So just holding up the two, very hard to follow what exactly that means.
And then we begin league. 2 weeks.
Two more weeks, and then we begin league. Who's the rival? Is it like?
A lot of
Well, okay, so that's why I genuinely asked that, because like schools will have
right now.
rivals.
Yeah.
Poway.
Well,
Is that recency bias though? Is you just
they
hate them
actually
because
crushed us, but I'm just like a little salty about it. So that's why they're our rival. But
so Pow is just the flavor of the month that you all currently
Yeah,
hate
pretty
the
much.
most.
We have a pretty
nice though.
yeah. We have a pretty competitive league, so I'd say all the teams, they're gonna be good tests for us. So.
Is it a change of pace actually having competition for you as opposed to just rolling into the playoffs and being like, who wants some? Like, we're going to win everything like you do with water polo? Do you enjoy actually having some competition, or would you prefer being that level dominant?
I mean, I think in water polo we do. There is still some competition in San Diego.
Yeah,
but
that's Doug training you to try and be modest.
As far as-
Get out of here with that nonsense.
as far as field hockey, I think there are a lot of really good teams out there, and that's what kind of drives us every day is to get to their level and be able to compete with them by the end of the season.
Well, so you guys have had a couple of shutout wins, a couple of shutout losses, but more than anything across the board, it seems like all positive results this season. Are you guys happy with where you're at? What still needs to change down this last stretch? These are all open-ended questions, so whoever would like to answer them. I've never had this many eyeballs staring back at one time.
No, I'm very happy with where we are, but I think that our league is where we're gonna definitely see the most like challenge. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to it.
I would also say, considering last year we went, I think 0-5.
Yeah.
I think we're just excited. Yeah. Oh, my bad. 0-6.
Yeah.
I think we're just excited to have even won as many games as we have so far, and I think that's honestly a driving
Really?
force.
So like that actually sticks with you as an unhappy season, an 0-5 because of COVID. Like, really, you guys are the first ones to come in here and say that like was even still on your brains. Most of the teams are just like, whatever, man. That was a weird lost season. So that has been the motivator for you guys this off
I think
season.
it's just very different.
Yeah, I think especially field hockey was kind of an outlet for us during COVID, and so we put a lot of effort into coming to practice and training as hard as we could, and having field hockey kind of be a push for us during COVID, and so not having those results were pretty hard for us, and so we wanted to kind of come back and show, helix and show other people that like, hey, we have improved, and we have a lot of new players like freshmen and sophomores that have really been pushing us. So we've been pretty happy with this season.
Yeah, and also last year there were a lot of freshmen that are now sophomores, so I think that like that was like their first high school field hockey experience. So I think like they are definitely feeling like they want to make the most of this season. So I think that played into it definitely.
Do you remember when CIF said we couldn't play defense and we played? We put everybody like in a cone box.
You're talking about in practice, right? Like,
Yeah.
So for 3 months, we followed. We followed. No defense allowed. And no special awareness here.
the no defense and then going on to play a team like that seems like doesn't set you up for a lot of success.
Yeah.
No.
You're correct.
As a defender, it's really hard because you're trying to learn even more rules kind of about how to like attack and stuff with like a 6 foot like mark, and it was so hard trying to like be aggressive and like
You're playing a very cushy zone defense.
yeah, like trying to have motivation when you literally can't
you
attack.
Like flail at them like,
Yeah.
no, stay
Yeah.
away from me.
Yeah, like
pretty
for the
much.
offense too. Like it's hard for the offense to learn how to play with defense and like to actually have stick skills.
So
when
there's
no
nothing
one
that you
on
guys miss about the whole COVID setup,
No.
right? Like, all right, we're all in agreement there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it made us all so much more appreciative of the season that we do get to have, because we weren't sure if we were going to be able to play games or have a season. So I think going back to like this season, we have a really great team and everyone loves the sport and is excited to be out there and has that passion and that drive. So we have a really great group.
So you guys, please forgive me. How many of you are multi-sport athletes? Oh,
All of us.
the-
I'm here mainly for like the spirit aspect of it.
this is your PE credit type thing?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
but
cool.
also I don't need a PE credit this year, so it's not a PE credit this year.
We'll put that on the poll on Twitter and Instagram at SD Prep Insider. Do you know it's love when you're sticking around past needing a PE credit?
I actually ended up writing one of my college essays about field hockey.
Oh,
so-
do tell.
About like the community, because there's a question that was like, what community are you part of? So I wrote about being a part of the field hockey community and how it doesn't matter if you play or if you don't, because sometimes I'm rocking on the sideline, and that I'm just as an important member of the community as the players.
Oh.
There you go, Maddie.
I have a little tear.
Aww.
But she's also injured right now.
Yeah, well, not. It's like. Oh.
Hey!
Gonna get married. Gone to the chapel. Gone. Okay.
Wait till you see the intro to the show.
Where was your singing right now? That's your song.
Wow.
Embarrassed.
Can someone please explain why we're singing this song?
No. Let me just also say, I'm 8 days away from marrying her. Now she's finally on the show. That's the level that it took. After literally 5 years of begging you at gunpoint to come on this show, it's a we have to move into a home studio, and I have to give her a very expensive diamond ring in order to be on the show. Thank you, Coach. We were talking about multi-sport athletes. So I'm curious, you guys as bishops, everyone gives the football team always a bunch of credit of like, oh, like they're doing it with 20 people. I know. Scoff. Yeah. Look. How hard is it though, being field hockey and doing it with also having to do AP classes in language and only 20 kids on the team? And I know you said you have a lot of freshmen coming in, but still, you guys are playing multiple sports all year and you're doing it with less people all year. That has to be like, you're never in a good setup, right? You're always playing kind of catch up constantly.
I think when you're surrounded by people, and I mean, all of us play multiple sports, and I think when you're in an environment like that, it's pretty easy, and coaches are very flexible, and they let you kind of play a ton of different sports, but it's also really encouraged, and I think we live for that environment where we have so many things going on, and like that's something that we thrive in.
Who here has had a day where you're like can be like, hey, yeah, so I had Model UN at this time, and then I had a game, and then I had this, and then I had like a 12-hour block that like all of you are just rolling your eyes. Like
like every other day.
I feel like it's also an outlet though. Like if you have a bad day at school and you took a really hard test and you come to field hockey, it's just like such a mood lifter to come to field
Is
hockey.
it the swing? Because it's those balls
yeah.
are having connected with it. Like that's the catharsis.
Take out your
It has nothing to do with the people. It's so much.
Definitely anger outlet.
Did I miss? Should the angle have been you missed the people and you? Okay, fine, fair enough. I guess it is pretty sad. Like it has to be pretty satisfying when you get like a good clean hit,
It's
right?
It's the best.
But then at the same time, one of the worst if you get a miss,
missing.
right?
Oh yeah.
So like that
Totally
fine
go
sweet
root
spot.
Yeah, it's
How long is that learning curve to get good at that, or do you always still get every now and then like a bad hit that like just like stings the hands?
everyone.
Everyone has their off days.
There is no like good clean day where you'll get all just good hits.
Okay, Erica. She
That's
can tell us
pretty
about
much
those
every day
days.
for me.
I feel like I do have on days, but I also have off days. Like it's never like 100%. It's either all or nothing. I feel like that's for everyone too. Maybe except for Lil G, but she also plays clubs, so that's expected. But yeah, it's on and off.
Coming into the game, getting ready, who controls the aux cord? Who's like the pregame?
That's Maddie Keck.
Oh, okay, so utility player. Utility player. There we go.
That's what I'm saying. I may not be as
So when
important
you-
on the field, but I do make sure to make up for it in other aspects.
So when we are doing post game interviews after the CIF championship, we'll put your position as midfielder / aux cord. DJ.
It was actually forward, but
Sorry, I don't even think midfielder is technically a position in field hockey. Okay. Apologies. So give us a sample of what has been working well this year.
Breath. Oh yeah, I'd say this year our like pregame hype song is "Last Breath" by Future.
Yep.
It's from the Creed 2 movie, I believe.
Which is something
It's
that you guys
really
all
gets
like.
crazy.
It really gets you going. Like it gets you in that like fighter mentality.
Yes.
We're gonna put it on the poll. Does Creed 2 get you in that fighter mentality? Is this a movie that you all collectively have watched? Where did we wind up with this song?
That's how I found the song.
Really?
I don't know. Did you guys know it before?
No, you introduced me.
Yeah, Maddie brought us all into
That's
the
like
loop.
one of my favorite songs to like.
It's super good.
Before if I like go to the gym or run in something, then that's like what I like to listen to because it like makes me like want to run.
It's the perfect like pregame
Yeah,
hype song.
exactly.
And you have, like,
gets
the,
you,
You just want to
and you
like
have like the
box.
songs like from the Rocky movie, and I feel like everyone knows that, and it's just
Can we get a little bit of a rendition of it? Are you capable of singing?
play the bells.
It's like, should I just play it? You should have never doubted me. Oh, I don't know. I'm a run.
I'm a hustle to my last breath.
Yeah, it's basically just like you. I don't know. Like
You never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep on going.
I was gonna get a. Can you sing it? Like, can nobody perform it? Yeah, that was the whole thing. All right.
That's all we had.
That felt more like an explanation of the song than necessarily a
Can we
singer.
play it?
Yeah, no one's gonna be able to hear it in the end. But I like this. This is a good start so far.
Well, it has like the Rocky theme song in the
Okay.
background. If that gives you any. Like,
Deal. We will add it then in post production so everybody can hear it. Anything else, or is that just on loop?
I think Energy by Drake.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Headlines by Drake.
Yeah.
That one's another one.
Pretty much any.
Is
song
any
that
of this
like
new Drake,
Oh,
or is
and-
all of this old Drake?
Old Drake.
Old Drake.
And
absolutely.
Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
Levitating.
That's
no matter
Coach
where you are, in your
That
life,
one puts you in the mood.
Well, isn't that also just everywhere on TikTok and just that song has permeated commercials? That's everywhere. Like,
Just a great song in general.
and I would wager that most people actually don't know what the song is. They just know the little snippets of it, and they get stuck in your head forever. Coach, I get the sense that you have a lot of personality on this team, and yet somehow you are still the personality, according to all of these people. I'm curious, you're in what year now with this program, if you don't mind me asking?
21 years. Couldn't do it without Casey.
All 21 years?
No, just the last couple of through COVID.
Yeah.
Deal. She's aiming to be the winningest Simons coach at Bishops. Still has a little bit to catch, but
His argument is that they play less games, but see, I don't know. I think it's still. I think I still win that one.
yeah, you eventually will. Because he'll take enough losses on the JV level. But Coach, where in the? I mean, I'm not going to ask you in the 2 decades worth of teams does this one stack up, but where does it come from to still be this same level of excitement about this team? Because you seem like you're not just going through the motions here. You're very
Because I've been
passionate
coaching
about
since
this
the
squad.
1990s, and that's how old I am, people. So,
Young.
thank you. What I see here is that you got to look back in the last 2 years because I also coach lacrosse, and
You can hire her, by the way. for
Yep,
that.
I'm in tribe. And I remember when we had to end our lacrosse season, we were playing East Lake, where Courtney Anderson's hometown, and she was our senior, and that like the NBA clicked on my thing saying that they were canceling their season, and I knew that was going to be our last game. And when I look what we had to do, shut down the schools, then come back and play December in a box because no defense. What I see here is like resiliency. I see grit, and I see that people don't turn. Okay. Yep. There's wins. There's going to be losses, and it's what we do next. And we lost a lot by not having a season. We lost a lot by waiting. Okay. But what I think even our captains last year and this team did right off the bat is that they were there for each other because we opened up the fields. We were able to get back on, and you guys were in it. Okay, you were in it to be there, 1, to be with people, 1, to get exercise, but 2, you were there with the community in field hockey. And what I see now is we aren't hurting for numbers in field hockey at the Bishop School for everybody.
You guys have JV and freshman or just
JV and freshman, we have like over 30 people in our program.
JV and freshman.
No, but JV, but there's freshmen. We have people, and then the thing is, and I think what it does, it's top down from students to other students, peers to peers. It's what they see when the middle schoolers walk by and see our girls having fun, playing hard, and playing. And we lost 5-0. It could have been easy to be like, "Hey, I'm not into it. I'm not coming back." But everybody came back. Okay, everybody came back, even those who had to take a year off. Okay, with recruiting purposes, came back this year, and it's hard. Like we're going full days, and every day there's a little bit of a struggle. And so what determines this team different is that they're still in it, and they are bringing up the next program. We have 20 people on the JV.
Do you approve of the JV coaching staff's current job? How are they doing?
I do, which I share with the varsity. We're going to miss her for 2 weeks, though.
But you'll bring her back at the JV level? She's doing okay?
She's doing double duty. She's JV and varsity. Yeah.
You're not answering whether or not she's doing a good job.
She's doing an amazing job.
Shout out to my JV girl.
As a goalie,
Yes,
they're
shout
killing it.
out.
as a goalie, she warms me up, so she does a really good job of
Is
that.
she any good at hitting? Is she any good at hitting? Because she claims just because she won a
we're
K.
very,
Oh, yeah, we get
Maggie
super
brings out the
competitive.
So
side.
in
It's
all
really
in all
fun.
of our athletic rivalry, she claims the fact that she won a KUSI Play of the Week T-shirt once
In
for scoring a
lacrosse.
bunch of games makes her like the ultimate athlete at all sports.
Ask
Is
her
she
about her
actually-
penalty stroke.
Oh yeah, ask Maggie about the strokes. Maggie didn't want any of it. I don't know.
That's
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
about
erase
that.
whole question. Entirely inappropriate.
We just need her for lacrosse, too.
Does anybody do a good Coach Carr impression?
Oh.
Because they're or at least have some good Coach Carr
I don't know
isms.
why, but I feel like Yasi will be able to.
I kind of have to be
She
A
has
in
to
my
wear buns.
element, and B, I have to have the fun buns in.
The fanny pack.
The fanny pack needs to be on, and
yeah.
I can do like a Coach Carr. She doesn't actually know this, but I could do like a Coach Carr walk.
Yeah.
She
There is
has
a
like a
walk.
certain like strut
point,
about
and the
her,
point.
and like and she like tilts her head sometimes, go like this.
So this has been something that you've been working on for a while.
Yes, Bella actually.
Can
Yes.
fake Coach Carr meet real Coach Carr on our TikTok or on our Instagram or something at this point this later this
Definitely.
season?
I was
Oh,
actually thinking, Bella and I were brainstorming. We're on ASPCE, so we were thinking like for a spirit day, we could do like dress as a teacher, and we like
We
the
all
field
look
hockey
naturally.
team
The whole
Dress as
Coach
Coach
Carr
dress as Coach
nation.
Carr, wear the fun buns.
She got all the seniors.
Yeah, she got us fanny packs. So.
All the seniors got red fanny packs.
You leave the fanny pack at school every
She
day?
has a school one and a practice one. You didn't know that?
Yeah. And she
One's
got
business, one's for
she got
yeah.
she got us some to match her, so I think she wanted us to dress
She
as
actually
her.
has
so.
a monopoly.
I think it was an
on-
invitation, actually.
Are these like, does the Bishop's, the one for work in school, have Bishop's logos on it, or have you acquired like vintage fanny packs
Oh, no.
throughout the years? What are you rocking?
I mean,
Is there a lucky fanny pack?
No, it's a Lululemon fanny pack, but I have a small and a,
Okay,
and a
there's
big
a white
one.
person fanny pack.
Not to flex, yeah, not to flex.
It's maroon.
It's maroon.
Yeah, and then I got
ours
the
is
seniors a maroon one too because they're like their keys and phones and
She's
like
calling us out right
everything's
now.
everywhere. And I'm like, you need a fanny pack. So we
Has
will
it
take-
worked? Are you all converts to the fanny pack or?
I actually, I've used it a few times actually, like outside of field hockey even.
We'll have to take a picture tomorrow and practice in fanny packs.
I'm probably the worst at it, but that's just.
We're working. We're working.
Yeah.
The
Goals.
main photo that I need is the fake car or video because it needs to be the walk apparently.
Yes.
It
Yes,
needs the
yes.
fake coach
Right.
car
We will do
walk.
that.
And I'm sorry if that gets you benched. I apologize if I have brought up something that is the end of your playing time.
I think it's worth it.
Bella's also. She's got some Coach Carr.
Yes, Bella, I want to
under her
see it.
belt.
Or a Coach Carr-ism or something like that. Can you give us? Because
Oh, absolutely. There are many.
MoveOn.org.
MoveOn.org. Yes.
Yeah.
what is MoveOn.org?
It's like okay. Well, we'll explain MoveOn.org.
Give like the one sentence, like the bullet point explanation of what it is.
I think it's like
if like a ref like makes a bad call and we're like talking about should be like MoveOn.org and then we'll like have to like move on.
All right, deal. I'm gonna borrow that. I like that. Yes.
And then CSA is you want or Maddie, you
or
explain that.
PWP too.
Oh,
Pass
I
with
No, I like the 411.
Yeah.
It's how you would get information back in the old days.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a Coach Carr-isms just so much as like.
Always
Yes.
describes it.
As if we didn't know.
Ah.
You know, back in the olden days,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
That's fair to presume.
Yeah. PWP is pass with a purpose.
That's Casey's.
That's Casey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
your
Casey's.
future wife made up.
Pass with a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That one's good.
Not as much as MoveOn.org,
Yeah.
because that feels like a link that I could tweet to people.
I think it is.
Just MoveOn.org.
My favorite one is
You click in it, it's just a photo of Coach Carr.
Yeah, we will see if that's an actual domain, and if not, it'll just be like her just like pointing. Move on. So you guys have, like you said, 2 weeks plus league. What is the mindset? Are you? I mean, does field hockey take it the cliche like one game at a time, or are you guys looking ahead to a little bit of a stretch that you have coming up? What are you focused on right now?
I think for us, it's just been back to the basics and how can we get better every single practice. So I think that's been a focus for us is how can we make each play and each rep that we get in practice better. So I think, I mean, obviously we've got a lot of great competition coming up. So it is, like you said, taking it one game at a time, but even smaller than that, taking it one
Jesus,
day at a
that's
time.
awful. That's a terrible answer. Smaller than one game at a time. Oh my god.
1 minute at a time.
Yeah. One step at a time. One heartbeat at a time.
Also, we do try to make like it fun because there's nothing fun about making every moment serious. So while we do try to like try our best or whatever in practice, it's also about making sure we like bond as a community and make it fun and like somewhere we want to be.
And I think that even reflects in like our gameplay because when we are so frustrated or focused on the game and take it too seriously, we tend to shine when we're having fun and we view field hockey as, like Erica said earlier, like an outlet for fun and a place to kind of come together and have like bond with your friends. And that's when we really
Loosey-goosey.
shine on the field.
Yeah.
And as a junior, I'm trying to kind of like make the most of this time with all of our seniors. So we're trying to, have really good times and like I don't know. I feel like I've met all these girls from field hockey, and that's kind of how I became friends with them was because of field hockey. So just kind of enjoy these last games. With them.
Sounds like we have a future college essay to be written about that. I don't want this question to be taken the wrong way, but do you guys everybody in Open and D1 kind of there's this little bit of a struggle. Like, do we want the prestige of like going up to Open, or do we want to be in the D1 playoffs? Are you guys? I mean, do you want that D1 experience instead of running into some of the tougher opponents of Open? Are you looking for that pride? Like, do you guys go home happy even if it's a first round exit in the Open playoff? You kind of get what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Like, what is the expectation? What is the desire for the playoff setup this season?
I mean, there's this saying.
I knew she was gonna.
Wait. So there's a saying, and you knew that she was gonna say this. All right, this is gonna be good.
So like, I don't know. I would think of myself as the more philosophical one. So
Definitely.
I'll sometimes
Could
ask
you
people,
say it in unison with her if I get?
Ready?
Do you love
do you love to win or do you hate to lose?
Hate to lose.
Oh, well.
Okay, and so you nailed it.
It was almost unison.
Yeah, almost.
Do you love to win or do you hate to lose?
I think for us, we're both. Like,
Okay, well.
you think I'm giving you some bad answers?
Somehow
right?
you topped your previous answer in terms of non-answers. I like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna make an excellent politician. You're gonna run for office, and you're gonna make a great president. So, anyone want to translate that?
It's you're saying that.
Go for it, Max.
You're gunning for open division, is what you're saying.
I mean, we're gonna try and do the best that we can, and whatever happens, but whatever.
If we can't go in with the mindset that if we make
Wow.
it open, we're done.
Volunteered an answer.
We gotta have that mindset that if we're in open, it's because we deserve to be there.
Yeah.
And we earn that spot, so we just have to go out and fight for that first game, and then hopefully make it to that next one.
I appreciate you speaking louder because you are nowhere near the microphone.
Yeah, I tried to
Deal.
speak.
It's
Here,
nice.
do you want to sit here?
No. I'm sorry. No.
Keep her in the corner.
I cut one of you off. I apologize.
I think even in open division, if we were, an 8 seed or something going in, I think even the opponent that we would play the first game would appreciate a team that wanted to go in with that mindset of trying to win, right? So I think that's something that we need to aim to have going into that if we do get that opportunity.
As Lil Baby once said, we're all in.
Drop that mic.
That will be the clip for the social media, as Little Baby once said. A lot of philosophy being tossed around here,
we
both
got
modern
that.
and ancient.
We're multiple, but with that saying right there, do you love to win or do you hate to lose? I think what keeps sometimes that second question is what keeps you up at night after a game.
I sleep quite well.
So if you lose, sometimes when you lose, that's going to be where you learn the most. Okay, especially if you lose early on, and looking down the future. But I like that 8 open or wherever we land open or Division I. I think striving to do the best and not playing back on the heels, even whether you're on the field or you're looking forward. Open division, you always want to strive for that best.
I have advocated, and nobody ever actually listens to me or cares, but I have always said that schools should give open division participant banners. Like if you qualify for open, you should get the banner. And it doesn't say champion, it just says open division participant.
Maggie's hard no.
Because
if you're not first, you're last.
that's because in the pool they try to snuff the life out of people. They try to actually physically murder people. Closing question. I just always like to ask to the seniors, what is the legacy that you guys are trying to leave as a senior class?
Oh,
That's a great question.
Jackie, I think.
I think the legacy we're trying to leave is like Maddie said earlier, just a continuation of the community that field hockey creates, because I fully mean it when I say I don't think I've ever been part of a more supportive team. It feels like everyone isn't just there for themselves. We're all there to be with each other, and it's never stressful, and it's never toxic community, which I think it's easy for sports to be like that sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I think leaving that, and then also just everyone on the team is a leader in their own way, and the team wouldn't be the same with literally if anyone wasn't there that is there, if that makes sense. It wouldn't be the same. So
I completely agree. When I first came onto the team as a freshman, and I was on JV, but I'd go to some of the varsity games, I was really scared because I didn't know anyone, and they were all big seniors, but they were all so welcoming to me, and they would always stay after games and help me hit and help me practice on my drives or my pushes. And they were just such great leaders and such great friends. And so I think we're trying to kind of keep up this leadership and not just make it a varsity or a JV team, but as Coach Carr loves to say, a program.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's another one of our program first. Before we
All
are
program
a
or
team,
program first? Which one's her?
program first.
Before we are a team, we're a program.
Program. And so I think everyone is just we're all trying to be very supportive for the younger girls and try to foster the sense of community and the sense of program. And I've met some of my best friends from field hockey, so we're just trying to foster that love and that drive.
Long live the program.
Yes.
Long live the program. Long live the program. Long live the program. We'll have all the information on all the other games that you can check out for them this year, their schedule-wise. Is there one specifically if people can come to a Bish Bowl type thing?
Oh, come
The
for
senior-
senior night,
senior
November
game.
4th, I believe.
Yes. Patrick Henry.
Senior night, Patrick Henry, be there.
Senior night.
Senior night against Patrick Henry. There you go. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much for being on the show, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks for having us.